with me right now in the studio is financial analyst Lionel Friedfeld. Good evening.
Good
Thank you
evening,
very
Lucy.
much for coming.
Thank you, Lucy.
So, one of the biggest symbols of the economy crisis was Greece. Today we hear some good news, but you're saying just calm down.
Exactly, because the Greek actually financial minister just declared a forecast for 2014 and 15. The growth rate will be 0.6% for 2014 and almost 3% for 2015, which is great news. The debt is going down also. It's 168% of the GDP, but there is always a but. The but is this government is going to election next year in 2015, and the reality is not as good. Why?
How come?
How come? Because the debt level is still very high. The S&P Standard & Poor's rated the debt of Greece by a B-. They still have 23% of employment in Greece.
Isn't this what Yair Lapid, the finance minister, is planning to do here? In one way or another?
Yeah, in one way or the other, they want to do that, but Yair Lapid and the Israeli government actually announced a new plan of privatization of national companies. We're speaking about the postal company, Mekor, the water company, the port company from Haifa, Ashdod. So that actually the government wants to bring monies into for Israel. In the case of Greece, they have been into an austerity plan for a long time. Now there is a little bit of growth, but you will remember Greece was for 6 years, they dragged down Europe, and the European Union and the International Monetary Fund had to pour more than 300 billion to rescue Greece.
What are the measures that they took in order to gain such positive results?
They increased a lot of the tax for the people. People were not on national, wealth, where they were also cracking down into the illegal economy. Today, it's still representing 25% of the GDP, which is $480 billion. The problem is Greece, they have good assets like the tourism, which representing 17% of the economy, and it was really hot this summer, but the industry is really low. It's only 11%, and the place of the social work is 40% of the GDP.
There's a phrase for that. Same, but different.
Exactly.
Yes. Lionel Friedfeld, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
After the U.S.